Hello everybody. Let's go ahead and announce the live stream. You will notice that we have a brand new view, which is top view. Also have still camera view. So eventually, because right now I'm using the arm for the webcam view, we'll eventually have microscope view as well. So that'll be kind of cool. Yeah. So today we're working on an Mac Color Classic analog board. I've already done some prep work to it just to make the start of this video a little less boring. But like I said, give me a minute. I'm just doing a quick post. All right, so okay, we're basically done. I'm about to get started here. Share group. All right, let's get started. So, again, we have a Mac Color Classic. Probably gonna, there we go. Kind of just fill up your frame more. So we have a Mac Color Classic analog board. As I said, I've already done some prep work. So I've actually desoldered most of what's in this area. So if we go ahead and just kind of lift that out, that's ready to go. So these are two 3300 at 16. These are quite low ESR caps. They were Nichicon PLs. So 3300 at 16. Those are probably right here. So I'm going to use, I believe these are PL. Well, these are, let's see. No, not PL, sorry. They're HE. FS. They're Panasonic FS, which are quite low ESR. So they'll be fine. Yeah, so as you can see, helps to be able to see my webcam view. There we go. So I actually like that the camera actually does try to do some autofocusing. Well, anyway, so we'll go ahead and drop those in. Taking a look at the board. Looks like we could use a little bit of cleaning. I drop my Q-tips earlier. Thankfully, when it fell face down. I also, like I said, got a face cam, so now I can show everything while still being in view. I also put a little thing in the lower right, left there. Yeah, so if you look, let's see. Yeah, actually, that works not too bad. But it turned a little dingy, so we just want to clean that up. There we go. Okay, so getting stuck on something. Like, what's going on there? There we go. There's one. And then 2. So those bad boys are now in. And I also, there we go. Gotta be careful of this guy. Keep hitting him. So we have 1000 at 10. Actually, sorry, 1000 at 16. Yeah. So you can't see, but I have an entire. I actually have. These aren't, but I actually do have pretty much the original OE replacement for those. They're the modern equivalents, but okay. So now we do need to replace these. However, that's going to be a little annoying because there's glue. So I'm going to just go ahead and replace everything else that's around it. So we have 470 at 25. I think I end up using bigger ones than, because I don't know if I have, wait, here we go. And these are SMG, which basically just general purpose cap. What up, my friend? You like my new setup? I don't need for work my webcam, so I was able to bring that down. So these are PL 1000 at 10. I won't tell you every single cap. I'm just so the one thing you got to be really careful of when you're putting the new parts in is obviously orientation. You could at the end double check it against like a photo, but let's see. All right, so okay, that one's loose. So we'll go ahead and use. It's a little tight in there, so I think this is a 1000 at 25. It just had some glue. Nope, another 470 at 25. There are quite a few of those on this board, now that I think about it. Make some room over here. Okay. These are, I definitely am going to need these. So I'll keep those out and about. Okay. Okay. Now, I probably should turn the desoldering gun on, let that warm up a bit. Okay, so let's see what I need to remove. So what I tend to do, or try to do, is desolder a bunch of things at once, and then I can then pull them out as I need to. Okay, still not warmed up. I do not want to remove that. That's actually... With all the leads around, it's easy to accidentally desolder the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So we have these three caps here. Now we want to keep the orientation. So we have a 100 at 100. Now, this... I know I'm going to need, I think, 2 of these for the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab those while I'm already here. Okay, there's one. Then we have a 1000 at 16 on the outside, but that one's just standard cap, nothing special, general purpose as they're called. So what I'm going to try and do is get all the caps in one region done, so that we can then, I think this is what a 1000 at 35, big boy. There we go. Sorry, there's a light like up there. All right, so we have replaced these, so everything in here except for this little guy, which we'll go ahead and quickly do. Okay, this is a 100 at 25. I'll need quite a few of these throughout the job. Okay, there we go. All right, so I do see we need to replace, I hope I have those. I think I do. I should. Oh, I knocked you guys. Let's see. Get you guys a higher. Actually, this doesn't really get you a better view as much as it gets you. There we go. Trying to get you closer. Okay, so we still got to replace these. So no, that glue's on there pretty good. Okay, let's see if I can get that off. The glue's pretty. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't come off pretty, but it's this glue on the bottom is really really good. Okay, it's loosen enough that we can gently, well, semi-gently ratchet it out. There we go. And that gives us fresh access to the holes, which these are 5600 at 50, or sorry, at 10. I don't actually need to see that. I'm very familiar with which caps those are. And those are, I'm pretty sure we're here. Yes. Now, I believe I have caps that'll actually just sit in that space. Pretty. I don't even think I'll have to bend it. Yeah, there we go. Don't even have to worry about the original glue that was there. So, that makes things a little bit easier. Although, I think I might have to worry about where this heat sink is. I'm going to do where the heat sink is only because, well, heat sink. Don't want to overheat the caps. I don't have to worry about right here because there's nothing actually over there that's getting warm. If these caps are getting warm, you have, just as big of a problem. All right, so the only things left in this general vicinity are the 1 microfarad. I'll get to those eventually. There's some back here. But we're going to go ahead, I think, and solder. Wake up the iron. Man, we gotta put. I was afraid of that. We gotta put this inductor back. Accidentally desoldered it. Okay. Now, I'm just going to use there we go. Just needed to get that soldered in place. All right, let's go ahead and start getting all these leads soldered. So I personally like to solder 1 lead and then bend up a lead, solder that if I didn't already, and then that way I can get all the leads straight. I mean, you could just go like this, I guess, and then solder it. Order of operations isn't as critical as long as 1 leg can't fall out. So the reason I want both legs straight is I could then flush cut right across. Because you may find you need to trim some of the legs before you can solder other things, especially if they crisscross a lot. So one of the things we'll do once we replace all the caps is we're going to go over the board, look for any cracked solder joints, which there definitely will be. So, straighten this guy. Now, we want to be careful with the one that we bent over. We'll go ahead and solder it and then see kind of. There we go. Okay. That's not going anywhere now. And then we could actually just bend the cap up, heat the glue, push it back down, and let the glue actually retain that. You could also remove the glue, apply new glue. Really don't, there's no reason to get too overly pedantic about how you do things. As long as you're doing it in a way that's not going to, result in issues down the road. Okay, so we've gone ahead. We're going to just straighten out. I got to go ahead and straighten that one. Then straighten that. And now I can solder the ones. And yeah, and if it doesn't solder perfectly, you just go back at, you could always add some flux after you trim everything. Sometimes if it's a ground plane, the leads actually will soak up enough heat on their own that it makes it actually kind of hard to solder. All right, so what we're gonna do is just go boop, and just start trimming up the ones that we've already done. Be careful cutting leads. They can fly. I've had it happen. Thankfully, not into like my eye or anything, but yeah, they can definitely travel a little bit. There we go. Just want to trim down the ones we've already done. That way, we can evaluate what's left. All right, so like. Okay, like, so I can see I need to redo that one a little bit. Straighten that out. Okay. Alright, so we want to make sure one lead is still bent. And then this guy I can trim. There we go. Alright. Okay. Oh, one more. There we go. Okay, these guys are all soldered. So that's everything in that general vicinity now soldered down. Okay. So, now, if you've ever done, so, yeah, I can tell we're going to need to reflow a bunch of stuff over here. But let's go ahead and take a look at our work here. So, there we go. This one's a little cockeyed. I could bend it a little bit if I cared. This one, again, we could heat up, bend forward, but everything else looks really good. Now, we need to start doing, like I said, the 1UFs. I actually tend to do those all at once. There's quite a few of them throughout the board. By the way, you are going to end up with a ton of scrap. Just be aware of that. I have... Oh, I don't want to... So I have a little scrap bag here. It's just garbage, but it's easy to let this stuff take over your workspace. I assure you, I totally have never done that, but I have. If you have a bunch of like leads, don't be afraid to like use something magnetic. So I have a Dremel. It's, it'll, because it's got a motor in it, it'll pick up the, it's kind of dirty, but it'll pick up the pieces. And, you could also use your screwdriver. I do that a lot too. Anyway, we'll close this up just in case it falls. Okay. Ugh. What's next? Well, again, I like to do all the 1UFs at once, so I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and go through them. So, there's one here. That's, of course, glued down. Trying to get that one out. It's going to be fun. Okay. 1UF. 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 Dot. 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 Let's crack this little one free. Okay. Dot. Pretty sure. You think I'd have this memorized to some extent? Dot. Dot. And I do, like, just not to, like, a sad degree. Leave that. Yep. Dot. And you. Yep. Dot. I think that's all of them. Actually, no, there's one more back there. I always do that one last, or as one of the last ones, just because I'm not sure which one it is offhand. And it's quite a tight space. Alright. So, where's my... Ah, there it is. Well, it's not the one I'm looking for, but it will do for this task. Oh. Okay. And now watch, it's not going to work, because that seems to be every time I maintain the thing, it doesn't want to work afterwards. Okay. Shock, it did. It works. So for these, because they're all the same value, and I know that, I just remove them, pile them up, and then you can count them. That'll allow you to kind of have a better idea of, you know, how many you need to, you know, that way you can verify you've replaced the right amount. You can actually kind of see what I'm doing. take off. Okay. Alright, and then there's one hidden back in this corner here. Which one is it? Okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. I might have missed one, maybe. I really hate the analog board on this sometimes. If you've never taken these clips off, you just don't understand how frustrating they are. Okay. Gotta double be careful with that. It's kind of moving. Let's see. There we go. Once I get this off, it will give me a little more room to work with. I can take this guy out and just set him that. There we go. And then hopefully I can take. There we go. That's off. It tends to get stuck on the heat shielding, or the fins for the heat sinks, believe it or not. There we go. Okay. No big deal. There's a bunch of caps in here. I'm not going to worry about those yet. But I believe one of these is a 1 mic. Yeah, that one's a 1 mic. That one's a 4.7. I think it's 47 at 20. So I tell you, I did one of these before. There was a scorpion carcass in it. That was the most interesting thing I've ever seen. Okay. I think that's everybody. Pretty sure. So, all said and done, we removed all these guys. Still got one more. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's take our replacements. And if you don't think I'm serious about doing, like, how many... I do enough analog boards. It's like, probably should have those. Well, because this one was bent, we'll bend that one. And since we only removed those, we don't have to worry about if we're putting them in the wrong spot or not, because, well, the only places open are the ones we removed ourselves, because there are no empty holes on this board from just like them not soldering it. Everything's filled in. So if there's a hole and it's open, it was, you know, it's going to be one of the you know, be sure you're double checking your work too, because let me tell you, it's easy. Okay, I think we have one more, and that's the one in the corner. Yep, looks like it. Now those I'll probably wait to solder. Okay, so all those are done. Oh, we missed one. See, double check your work. It was covered by a cable. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that one. That's always tucked in. I always miss that one. It's like tucked in a little corner. Okay, this cable is right over where I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. Is that a one? No. How'd that get in there? Thought that felt a little weird. So somehow a 100 got in there. Okay, throw it over there. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Let's start replacing some just one-off stuff. This is a 100. Okay. That's the 100. Spare the extra 100 I knew I needed. Okay. All right. So there we go. So we could kind of do a pick and choose your own adventure here. We could do here, this section. I could do this section. What do we do? Well, I'm actually going to do something totally different because I am going to where is that? It's next to the transformer. It's right above. It's not that tall though. Okay. guess it is taller than it looks. Come on. That is it, right? So you can't see it because it's really tucked away. Okay, that is it. It's not fully desoldered. Alright, there we go. There's a safety cap that has exploded. There's not a lot of room. Probably could have removed the, there we go. That camera works better than I give it credit for. So I need a 10 nanofarad Y cap. My safety caps are back over here. Ten is going to be 0.01. And they say there's no math involved. 0.22. I wonder if I need to order those. I think this will work. It's a 10 nanofarad, but it's an X2. I think you can use an X on a Y. Better look that one up. I always forget. I own a lot of 0.22s. Okay. Crap. I can't use. That's what okay. That's not good. I can't use an X in place of a Y. I don't have any in stock. I'm gonna have to order. Are these X or Y to begin with? Now I think about it. Well, I think these are X as well. Do I not have any? What Y's? remember what I have. These safety caps. What are you guys? You might be 100. Are you 10? Or are you? Nope, these are like 222 or something like that. 2200. Come on, I can't have one. I used them on a Tandy that I was recapping. And these are X2. Actually, looks like everything I have left is just X's. Do I not have any Y's? It's a Y2, but it's a 4-7. And is that... Look how many of these 10 nanofarads. I have like tons of these, but... Alright, I'll have to order that. That's fine. I mean, it'll work without it. It's just a filter. It's just a safety cap. Whether I even need it is arguable. But, we will replace it. Alright. Yeah, those are all my safety caps, so... Okay. Let's... I guess let's work on this section here. I'm going to need my 0.47s. Those are right there. So I think those are the ones that are not labeled. Sure are. Okay. Okay. Wait, I've removed all the caps, or at least desoldered all the caps over here. So we can start now. Pick one out at a time. That's right, I did have 2.2 at 100. Yeah. No reason to waste those. Okay, there we go. I can't see. There we go. So we've done all this. All this. There's one back here I haven't, one back there I haven't done. We'll go ahead and I guess do this section next. A bunch of little caps, a bunch of low ES, few low ESR in there. Damn it. Okay. $47 at 100, and I believe those are actually tucked away. Well, guess I probably should order a few of these. Really? Okay. Okay. 100 at 25. Maybe I need to order a few of those. Okay, this is a 3300 at 10, or is it 16? I always forget. 16. 3300 at 16. Okay. 470 at 35 and 220 at 35. It's ASR, but it's fine. Ah, go here. Okay. There's one. Those are 22, 220. 35 or better. I might need to order some of those. I think I always use bigger than. Oh, there we go. Okay. So. Tenant. Yep. 100 at 25. As if. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I already got to order a part anyway, I'm probably just going to go ahead. Solder. Why do people just message me with dumb stuff? A friend of mine was just like, oi. Like, oi what? Yeah, message somebody. At least message them with, like, something to go off of. Not just a word that means nothing. wonder if I could turn off the auto focus. Because I didn't realize that's gonna. There we go. I can turn off the autofocus. There. That now it shouldn't try and correct for everything that I do, at least while I'm soldering. Good. Okay. That. Okay. This one I've had bite me. It's a 10 microfarad at 100. And I have accidentally put a 100 at 10. That doesn't end very well. I can tell you that much. So I need a 10 at 100. Where are those? 10 at 25. 100 at 10. Wrong. No, actually, I do have these values because I've got enough of these. There they are. They were hidden. Well, that is the last capacitor. I'll do a double check of the board, but pretty sure that was the last one. Now, I would actually be done with this if I had the safety cap. Okay. Yep, I missed. Alright, so now, time to go ahead and So at this point, going over the board, I'm gonna reflow. All right, there we go. Reflowed a bunch of the joints. All right. All right, well, that's done. Well, probably should go figure out dinner. So since this is done, I guess I'll go do that. Thank everyone for who might have been watching. I didn't really keep tabs of that, but yeah. I hope this setup is a little better than it was. Webcam didn't fail this time. That's a plus. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.